Yeah, so that's some groovy music. My name is Mitchell T. Palmer for Gentleman Barber. And this is your weekly tips and tricks. You know my name, damn it. Today we're going to talk about barbering by the numbers. We're going to cut through the confusion. And how are we going to do that? First, we're going to talk about clipper guards. What does barbering by the numbers mean? Well, clipper guards become a big thing in the industry somewhere around the advent of these big corporate chop shops. And we start barbering by the numbers because these guards are labeled number 1, number 2, number 3. But what do these numbers mean? Well, this may not matter to you, but it very well may matter in future opportunities for haircuts. So here's what we're going to talk about. The clipper itself. These are my cordless Andis clippers. I swear by these, this brand. On the side here, we have a lever, and this lever will open and close. When it's closed fully like this, it means the non-moving blade is tucked back. I don't know if you can pick that up on this video, but that blade tucks back as you close those, and that becomes a 0. We didn't talk about a 0. 0 is a 1/16 of an inch for those curious. When you open them full, we're at a number 1, or a 1/8 of an inch, also known as an 1/8 of an inch. When we go back through these, 1, 2, and 3, I should have said we have a number 1, 1/8 of an inch. Well, let's talk about it this way. We're going to go back. What do they mean? We already see what the clipper will do, an 1/8 of an inch fully open, a 1/16 of an inch fully closed. A number 2, well, apart from bathroom humor, a number 2 is a 1/4 of an inch, and a number 3, which I don't even know what that equates to in the bathroom, is 3/8 of an inch. I know because I can see it on the screen over here where I have prearranged this. Clipper guards then are used by attaching them to the head of the clipper. We're going to bring that out to full screen here. Clipper guards, if you attach them to a clipper with the blades open and you put a number 1 guard on here, well, you already have a 1 without the clipper guard. You add a clipper guard and that stacks up to being a number 2. Who does number 2 work for? Well, we're going to look a little further into why I don't use clipper guards, why I was never trained on it. But I wanted to illustrate. If you put a clipper guard on these clippers when they're open fully, and your hairstylist or barber tells you they're giving you a number 1, well, it's because the clipper guard says 1 on it and you're putting it on the clippers. But in order to get a 1, you close these blades, put the attachment on, and then you're getting a 1. My question is, why would you do that when you can open your clipper blades and that's a number 1? You can understand now how people go to a place for a haircut, they ask for a number 1, snap on a clipper guard, and whether your hair professional closes or opens those blades will determine whether you're getting a 1 or an actual 2. It's not uncommon for me to have, in my early days of barbering, give somebody a number 1, clipper blades open full, 1/8 of an inch, and they say, whoa, wait a minute, that's way too long, or way too short. Well, of course it's too short. They're used to their former professional opening the blades full, putting on a number 1 guard, and they're actually getting a number 2. Again, a number 2 doesn't work for you. That's where the clipper over comb method comes in. Now, where I was trained years ago, we were forbidden to use the clipper attachments, the guards, the guides, whatever you call them. They're all the same thing, those little plastic attachments. The clipper over comb method is the method I was trained in. And this means that you're getting more of a custom haircut. You're getting a haircut that is cut to your head, to the consistency, the lightness, the darkness of your haircut, the length, as well as the overall look and fullness or thinness of the haircut you're after. Now, you can't get that from a clipper guard. You only get that when it's done in an artistic form, if you will. I like to call it craftsmanship. This is a little bit of discussion of barbering by the numbers. The reason I don't use clipper guards, one, I was never trained to use them. They were forbidden in the establishment where the master barber trained me. Number 2, there's that number again. Anyway, number 2, they just give a shittier haircut. That's my personal opinion, but it's a seasoned and experienced one. Tune in next week for the next at-home tips and tricks. I hope you've learned a little something about barbering by the numbers.